Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Callie. This is my channel. It is usually pretty random, but today is your daily energy reading. So I'm gonna do something a little different today. I'm gonna be doing a card reading for basically the energy. It can be for the month of June, it can be for today, my word. It can be, however it resonates with you, take that and go with it. Usually I just talk about the energy of the day, of the week, and, the transits, but I want to start doing something a little different because I feel like talking about the daily energy every day can get a little repetitive. Fire. Yes, fire. So I want to start doing readings. Maybe not every day, but sometimes. So if you're new to the channel and that seems like something that may interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on whatever comes next, because I don't even know. So yeah, today is June 1st, right? June is a fun month. It is a 6 in numerology, which is Venus, and so it's the month of, connecting and having fun and passion and fire. And it's Gemini season, so communication, hanging out with your people, whether it be your family or your friends or, your close-knit family, whoever it is, just finding that connection, being clear about what you want to say and saying it, not holding back in those aspects. So, yeah, it's the 1st, and it is a Tuesday, Mars Day. So for me, I'm taking this one outside. I'm going to take him to the park or something where he can burn out all of this energy, because what happens when you have a buildup of emotional energy is it starts to come out in destructive ways, like screaming and crying and destroying things. Yeah, we don't want screaming and crying, do we? We don't want screaming and crying because it drives me. Anyway, so yes, I'm going to be taking him today because Mars is all about, getting yourself moving, action, getting that blood pumping, protecting yourself, watching what you see. Get your blood pumping, watching what you hear, what you eat. With that said, that JBS attack, that should be making us all think about what we're eating. And someone commented on my video and said JBS was actually the second. It was only the second largest pork producing company, so that means there's someone who's killing more than that, and they kill 10,000 pigs a day, and that is just, I understand people got to eat, and I don't want nobody to starve, but there just has to be a more sustainable way, because at places who house that many animals, it cannot be sanitary and it cannot be humane. It's just not possible. So my suggestion, I understand people can't, just get a cow or a pig because, you have homeowners association. Maybe you live in an apartment. No, we can't just get pigs. Maybe you have homeowners association, but what you can do is buy local, buy fresh, buy local, small local farms who are doing the best that they can do, taking real good care of the animals, respecting, giving praise and thanks to those beings who are sacrificing. It needs to be a symbiotic relationship. We can't just take and take and take without some amount of give, or like I said, there will be some consequences to pay, and I don't know at this stage what they're going to be. So we all have to be, protecting. We got to protect. We can't just ravish, and we have to take accountability for what we're allowing to happen through our actions. And when you buy at the store what is produced and industrialized, that's in a way supporting it. So what can you do in your life to, support local farms and hopefully make changes at these big corporations, because there's no need for that anymore. We don't need big corporations running everything, feeding us. We can start in our communities. So I'm not going to keep going with that, but today's reading, okay? Please don't. He likes to dump my stuff. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. All right, so today's reading, the first card we got, I just pulled a couple cards. All right, so the first card that I pulled is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Pentacles talks about, finances, material, earthly things. It is the physical realm. All right, in reversed, you can see, the guy's juggling a couple things. And in reverse, it means, maybe he's not doing such a great job at juggling things. Maybe some things are getting left out. Maybe he's spreading himself a little too thin. So when this card comes up, it's a sign to me I need to get organized. And this card always comes up for me, I'll tell you, because I'm always needing to get organized. Because sometimes the lack of organization could be why things aren't going the way you wanted to or you should, or why you're not being as efficient as maybe you could be. All right. This card also tells me, balance work and personal life. Are you spending too much time at work and not enough in your personal life, or vice versa? Finding the balance between your job and your family and, the people you care about. And also this card is, avoid making major commitments, but since Mercury is in retrograde, I would avoid making major commitments anyway, because things can go a little crazy when, the energy is not in your favor, I suppose. Knowing when it's time to let go of things, like knowing when, okay, this isn't efficient anymore, I need to let it go. Knowing, what exactly you need to focus on right now, like what is going to be the most beneficial for you to focus on right now, and that's something you have to decide. But this card, when it comes up, is saying, maybe you need to lighten your load. Maybe there's some things that are on your plate that don't necessarily need to be on your plate. So what can you let go of? Ideas, sometimes it's the desires that it's like, okay, this desire, even though it's creeping up in me, maybe it's not the best thing. For this last full moon, I decided to let go of, my own personal desires, like my dreams for time, and if there comes a time in the future where I can pick those back up, then I will. But for now, my priority is my family. And I definitely put way more time into my personal life than I do my work. So for me personally, I know I have to learn how to balance the two. But I kind of feel like I can't really do efficient at work until I have the home life, like I need things to be organized, because that lack of organization is really making me crazy. And I don't know about you guys, but so the next card that I pulled was the Three of Wands. All right, you see this guy, he's looking at what appears to be like a desert or a prairie land, like nothing there. Like, man, I've come this far, and for what? He's left his home, and for what? There's nothing here for me. And so this card talks about, going home. And it's funny because I told you guys I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going back to Michigan. Obviously not forever, but I'm going back home. But anyway, this card can talk about traveling, moving back home. It can talk about feeling restricted or lacking progress, not, feeling like your choices haven't been the best choices, or you're disappointed with what has happened. It could be a card of adventure, which, can be fun. It is what you make it. But maybe not feeling super thrilled with whatever the outcome is of what you have done, your choices. So this card can be kind of a bittersweet. Maybe it's the card of traveling, the card of, adventure, but it also is saying, like, you're not necessarily happy with where things are right now. And this could even be referring to, like what you're passionate about, the things that you have started in hopes of branching out. For me, I came down to Texas to get out of the snow, to see something different, the furthest I'd ever really been. I mean, I traveled a little when I was younger, but, when you're younger, it doesn't really hit the same. So I wanted to not be in Michigan for the winter. And I had some other choices that is behind why I came to Texas that maybe weren't the best choices, you know. I thought it was best for my family, for my son, and, you know, maybe I'm seeing that you make do with what you have, you know. You make do with what you have, and you just got to appreciate the people in your life, you know. So, you know, I've learned a lot being so far away from my family on my own, and I'm ready to go back home and be there with them and, you know, see, because they got a lot going on up there. So I'm ready to you know, they've only seen my son a couple times, so I'm ready for him to be around family, because down here it's just me and my partner and my son, you know. There's no children. It's just us three living life. And sure, my family is the type of family that you're with for a little while and you're like, okay, I need to get away. And yes, I need to get 1,500 miles away, because if I don't, you know, it's just, we're a close-knit family. So there's always something that, you know, maybe I was selfish to leave. I don't know. But it was what was best. You know, I needed a break. And had I not left, I would have never got this far on my own with my business, with my work, nothing. Because, you know, when you're at home with your family, your energy goes to them. And, you know, I'm not saying anything wrong with that, but there needed to be, especially for my partner and I, a foundation that we built together that didn't include, you know, everybody else. So just being on our own was, you know, different, and it was fun. It's definitely been an experience. But the next card is the Three of Pentacles, and so this is the card of collaboration. You see them all there together, right? Collaboration, putting your resources together, because it is finances, and basically working with people, teamwork, learning and implementing all the things that you've learned. It's a 3, so that's the Jupiter energy, you know, really using all that wisdom that you've gained over the years, and how can you apply it and use it in your daily life and for what is coming next, you know. I always say teamwork makes the dream work. I have been looking for a team since 2016, when I realized that to realize, make my visions real, I needed a team to collaborate with. But maybe we had the team all along and you just didn't know it. So you know, start at home. Start with the people around you, the ones closest to you. How can you guys all get on the same page? Because there's people living in the same house who do not have the same vision, do not have the same goal. You know, people have been together for years. They don't have the same intentions. And so with so many houses, Mercury and Venus, so many planets, Mercury, Venus, the sun, and even the North Node and the Point of Fortune, all in Gemini, is saying communication is key right now. That collaboration, working with people, making sure you're on the same page, making sure you have the same intention, whether it be with your household, with your significant other, you know, with your friends, because friends is a really interesting thing. I'll tell you something. The wrong friends can hold you back in life, right? And you see this because you are who you hang out with. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with friends, but if you have friends, sometimes your friends are the ones who are wishing ill upon you. They don't want to see you succeed. Sometimes you have great friends who want to see the best, but it's not always the case. And so you really want to look who's in your circle. You know, who are you spending your time with? Where else could you put that time that could be more beneficial for you? You know, is there other people who want to collab with you that you just don't give the time of day because you're focused on other stuff? So, yes, that is it. That is it. You can take this as it resonates. For me, I mean, I get that the card reading is very resonant for me, as I definitely am juggling a lot. I need to get organized for sure. I'm going back home, so that's that. And then collaboration, you know. How can I collaborate with my family? That's where I'm going to start. So I have to know in my heart of hearts that because I am you and you are me on some level that this resonates for you too. So if it does, let me know in the comments below. If it's totally off base, also let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. I appreciate everyone who has been commenting on my videos lately. I appreciate the ones who have, messaged me to let me know, hey, this is, I love what you do. I really appreciate that encouragement, that motivation. Like I said, it keeps me going. So I hope you guys all enjoy your day, your Tuesday, your 1st of June. I don't know what else. So yeah, enjoy today. Like I said, I am going to go and get rid of some physical energy and hope that it helps. I know the dog needs some physical energy release. The baby needs some physical energy release. Me and my partner definitely need to get our blood pumping and moving. So that is what our focus is today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all next time.